In the Fast and Furious series, death is little more than a speed bump, so it's not a huge shock that a character returns after their seeming end in Fast X. But you do have to wonder just how it happened. Obviously, spoilers for Fast X ahead. But there's a lot of ridiculous plot twists that happen throughout director Louis Leterrier's and producer/star Vin Diesel's bombastic magnum opus, Fast X. But none are quite as hard to swallow as the final scene's shocking return. No, we're not talking about the long-spoiled mid-credit scene that brings Dwayne Johnson's Luke Hobbs back into the fold. That sequence is astonishing for its own reasons. But what truly defies logic is a revelation that, for some unknown period of time, Giselle Yashar has been hiding in what appears to be the nuclear submarine from the Fate of the Furious. The character first appeared in 2009's Fast and Furious, played by future Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot, and met her tragic demise in Fast and Furious 6, or so we thought. Like her former lover Han, Giselle has returned from the dead, bringing with her a whole slew of unanswered questions. But then again, the series had already laid the groundwork for a tenuously reasonable explanation for her return, though whether it increases or undermines the dramatic tension is up for debate.
Well, after Giselle died, I didn't know what to do. I was aimless.
In hindsight, it would almost be more surprising if Giselle hadn't survived her Fast 6 demise. Characters from this franchise have survived fiery explosions, gunshots to the head, and about 100 deadly car accidents. So falling from around 15 feet onto an airplane runway probably doesn't do a lot of damage in this universe, even moving at the speed of a plane about to take off. What is less believable in the Fast universe is that she wouldn't immediately reconnect with Han, which is likely why they'll explain her fake death the same way as they explained his, through the intervention of Mr. Nobody and the Agency. Aside from the fact that Nobody faked Han's death for his own gain and could conceivably have done so for Giselle, his involvement is really the only way the Antarctica prison break subplot makes any sense. Brie Larson's Tess is Mr. Nobody's daughter, and her goal seems to be to help Letty escape. So she would logically need to have a destination in mind for her. So Giselle's presence at the climax of this storyline almost outright confirms that she's been involved with the Agency since her death, and is there at the behest of Tess. Though we aren't yet sure what Tess, Giselle, and the Agency are planning, it seems certain that they've had this contingency ready for some time. With Mr. Nobody and his ward, Little Nobody, out of commission, the treacherous Agent Ames has been given the proverbial keys to the kingdom. Perhaps Mr. Nobody noticed a change in the tides and began to fear Dante and Ames's nefarious takeover of the Agency. With a sense of paranoia rivaling that of Nick Fury, Nobody might have closed ranks and kept his circle of trust as small as possible, which would explain why he couldn't have revealed that Giselle was still alive even to Han.
And that means I can trust you. And that is very rare in this line of work.
In this scenario, Nobody may have sequestered the nuclear submarine as a last resort base of operations for Tess, Giselle, and possibly even Hobbs. If he is also part of this clandestine world-saving scheme, we're sure to get the lowdown on what Giselle and Hobbs have been up to in the upcoming sequel, or sequels, to Fast X.